After just bikepacking 240 miles from Dead Horse at the top of Alaska, I had arrived in Coldfoot. This town consists of a single truck stop with a restaurant and a post office. Prior to my trip, I had mailed myself a package of 14 pounds of food, which would be essential for this next leg of the journey. From here, it is another 250 miles to Fairbanks. In Coldfoot, I enjoyed the breakfast buffet at the restaurant. Tasting real food after eating only dehydrated meals, Cliff Bars, and trail mix for a week had really lifted my spirits. On top of that, I met another cyclist, Reed, who was also riding to Fairbanks.
Alright, so I'm joined now by Reed from Colorado. Ew. We're gonna be riding all the way to Fairbanks together, and we're leaving Coldfoot Camp right now, heading to Gobbler's Knob.
Onward.
Spirits were high coming out of Coldfoot. Blue skies made for perfect views of the incredible scenery. We washed up in a crystal clear stream and had a few close encounters with the local wildlife. But as the day went on, things got a lot more difficult. Temperatures rose and the roads became steep.
It's hot, the mosquitoes are brutal, and there's a lot of climbing on this section. We just came down a huge pass, and we're looking at going over these mountains now by the looks of it. This whole section has just been so much up and down, it's crazy. And I think it's gonna do this all the way to Fairbanks, which is gonna be like another 200 miles almost. This is the climb to Gobbler's Knob. It's not the one on the left, it's the one over here it looks like. It's gonna go up about 900 feet over 2.7 miles. I'm not sure if you can see it, but climbing these mountains is hell because of the mosquitoes. They keep just getting you everywhere. It doesn't matter if you have the head net, they'll get your fingers. They're biting through my socks. Oh my God, stop it. Ah, it's on my finger. Fucking hell. Oh my God, these mosquitoes are crazy. I'm almost to the top. This says like just a little bit more. You can't see it. This looks like it. Restroom park. Picnic tables. Holy shit. My glasses are all fogged up too from sweating out of my mind. 3-mile climb, 900 feet. God damn the views though. Holy shit. Made it to the top, but oh my God, this was a struggle. It was very steep, it was very long, and as you can see, I still have this head net on because there were so many mosquitoes that kept trying to get me the whole time, and they're still trying to get me. I don't know if we're gonna camp up here or like keep going. I wanna get away from these mosquitoes, but I don't know if we can, to be honest. So yeah, I think it's a lose-lose. I think we just deal with them. So how is it, how do you rate your experience on a scale of 1 to 10 climbing up Gobbler's Knob?
-1,000,000.
Dude, that was brutal.
Worst thing, one of the worst
Oh my
experiences of my entire life.
Yeah, that looks fun.
On the second day from Coldfoot, we crossed over the Arctic Circle.
So today is June 20th, the night of the summer solstice, and we are right here at the Arctic Circle. Now what that means is that this is the dividing line between where there will and will not be a sunset tonight. So right now I'm on the south side of the Arctic Circle, so that means I will have a sunset, but over here Reed is in the north side, so he is going to have 24 hours of daylight right now.
While it was a nice milestone, we learned from other travelers that the road ahead gets a lot more difficult. Gobbler's Knob was only the first of many notoriously steep hills that the truckers had named during the construction of the Trans-Alaska Pipeline. Still remaining are Beaver Slide, Mackey Hill, Roller Coaster, and Sand Hill.
The road kind of just goes straight over the hills without really considering them. I find most roads, they take like the least steep way over, but it looks like when they built this road, they just built it straight, and whatever mountain was in the way, that was in the way. It's brutal because you got all these mosquitoes coming up on the way. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see them in the video, but yeah, they're there. But on the bright side, we do get some pretty sick views. All right, so we are about to go up this. What do we call this? Beaver Hill? Beaver Slide? Beaver Slide. It looks really bad, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not looking forward to this. I just made it to the top of Beaver Slide. This was a rough one. It was about 50 minutes of double-digit grade, just pushing the bike as hard as I could. Reed is down there somewhere. I hope he's doing all right. He was pretty struggling. He's got about maybe 30 pounds more of equipment than I do, so he's having a bit of a rough time. All right, so it looks like mostly down and then up and then down and then a big up. That looks pretty steep, I'm not gonna lie. It is a much windier day today, which is really nice because the mosquitoes aren't so bad. There's still a decent amount, but I don't have my head net on and I'm pretty happy about that. We're going over a lot of hills. Somewhere back here is Mackey Hill. Probably once we get over that, we'll be able to see it. I don't really know how far it's gonna be. And then there's Roller Coaster Hill shortly after, so it's probably gonna be a tough day.
We had our struggles, but what goes up must go down. Days blended together, and I remember constantly switching between slow climbs and quick descents.
Okay, we are approaching a hill called Roller Coaster, presumably because of the way it's gonna go down right here, then come right back up. But I don't think it's coming out in the camera, but this looks so steep right now. This looks vertical. How are we gonna get up this? We're gonna die.
Temperatures were surprisingly hot. Between wearing jackets that mosquitoes can't bite through, challenging climbs, and the sun beating on our tents through the night, we were constantly sweating.
We are going up over the Yukon River this time.
The Yukon River crossing was the next big milestone. A nice little gas station here provided some relief from the heat and some much needed snacks. From here, we started counting down the miles left on the Dalton Highway.
It's been a lot of climbing today, and we already have to climb over this. It's a bit of a rough one today, I'm not gonna lie. We've already gone up over 2,000 feet and we've only gone like 12 miles. So it's just very steep. We were at like almost sea level and now we're up to almost 2,000 feet. And it seems like it's not gonna stop. It's just gonna be up and down all the way to Fairbanks. It's getting to that point where like after so long, the energy levels are just low. I'm really tired of eating peanuts and like peanut flavored things. Yeah, I had an ice cream this morning, which was really nice. I very much enjoyed that. But other than that, it's getting to the point of the ride where it's very, very difficult. I hope that Reed is doing all right. He's carrying a lot more weight than I am, so when we're on these hills, he's gonna feel it much more than me. I heard that there was like a pilot car coming up at some point, so maybe that'll shave some distance off. We were talking this morning about like maybe getting off the Dalton today because it was 60 miles and we figured there'd be pilot cars and that it wouldn't be so steep. But we were wrong about the steepness. We haven't seen the pilot car rides yet. And if it continues this steep, like it's been over 2 hours and we've only gone like 13 miles. There's no shot we're gonna get to 60. So we're just gonna have to just keep giving it a good effort. Oh, there's a car coming. Sure. I'm just gonna enjoy this moment in here. These days are not getting any easier. It's a lot more elevation today. Energy levels at an all-time low. We're looking at probably 2 more days after today until we get to Fairbanks. And it's hot. I'm very sweaty right now. I want to take a shower, but that's still a few days out. Last climb complete to get over the Dalton Highway. I just have to go down here now. It should be about 2 miles, and then we're done with the Dalton. We have to take the Elliott Highway then, which is going to be like another 84 miles to Fairbanks. So it's not over yet, but it feels like a good milestone is about to be finished. How does it feel? We've done it.
Oh my God.
We're here at the Dalton Highway sign.
Can't believe it.
Dude, it feels like we were on this road literally like forever. And now here we are.
11 days for me.
Yeah, 10 days, 11 days. We're still not done. We still got to get to Fairbanks, but this is a good milestone. Oh my gosh. Easily the hardest road I've ever cycled, by far. Not even close.
After getting caught in a storm and camping out under a picnic shelter, we were ready for the final day.
All right, ready, last day, here we go. Riding to Walmart in 20 miles in Fairbanks. How do you feel?
So ready.
Let's do
Get
it.
me out of here.
Yes, let's go. We're gonna see town,
The
civilization.
warm glow of Walmart.
Excited to finally reach Fairbanks, we were brought to an immediate stop.
Dude, no way, bro.
We're literally like 5 seconds, not even, actually, you know what? I'm gonna check. How far are we? Yeah. We are literally 40 seconds into the last day going into Fairbanks. And maybe this is gonna be hard to see on the camera. Gosh, I can't even see where I'm aiming. There's a broken chain in here. Dude, I finally found one. I've been looking for an Alaska license plate for so long on the side of the road. And finally, we got one. I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna put it on the back of my bike. It's gonna be sick.
As we climbed over the last small mountain, we could see and smell smoke in the air. Wildfires just to the south were leaving blankets of smoke in the valley where the city sits.
Coming into Fairbanks now, I can really start to notice the smoke. I can pretty much smell it. It definitely smells like something's burning. Hopefully it doesn't get much worse than this, because then riding will not be fun.
Yeah, that's not foreshadowing at all.
We've done it.
Alright, it's official.
I see Walmart. I see McDonald's.
In Fairbanks.
We've done a 365 for gas. That's actually pretty reasonable.
750.
Yeah. All right. Let's get some resupply. I made it to Walmart. I actually can't believe I'm here. It's been like 500 miles, 2 weeks almost, and I'm finally back in civilization. I'm gonna buy some stuff. I'm gonna get some good food for the first time in forever, and then tonight we're getting a shower.
It felt like such a relief coming into a real city. Shopping at Walmart, getting ice cream, and just seeing civilization for the first time in 2 weeks. The Dalton Highway really puts you through the test, both physically and mentally. It throws everything at you, from the remoteness of the gravel roads to the pouring rain, the close encounters with wildlife to the steep hills, the swarms of mosquitoes to the dense mud. But despite it all, I realized that there was no place on earth I'd rather be than on that bicycle riding through whatever came my way. Sure, the times were hard, but the opportunity to see these remote landscapes and the untouched nature by bike is something I will never forget. I came away from this experience with a new appreciation of the Arctic and the people that live and work there, new friends, and an unforgettable story. In the next episode, I part ways with Reed and make my way towards the tallest mountain in America, Denali.